And what we did then is we took the initiative. And if you saw how it was reported in media all across the country, as Joe Scarborough actually was the guy who coined it in an interview I had on MSNBC, which I thought that, kudos to Joe Scarborough. He said that it was being catastrophized. And it was a great word. We learned that, oh my gosh, Republican governance is not going to get off the ground. It's going to be a disaster. Democrats are going to run the floor. What will happen if we have a negotiation over the speaker's vote for several days? Well, by the time it was over in 4 days, Kevin McCarthy was speaker, and we also had an agenda that was laid in for the Republican Party, for the House of Representatives, and for the American people. And here's the secret that we're letting you in on today, and why we're over here on the Senate side. And that is that there are courageous United States senators who are ready to take the initiative too. One's right behind me, Rick Scott. Mike Lee has always taken the time to work bicamerally with members across in the other chamber to see to it that we take the initiative on behalf of the American people. That's what we need to do. Now, Joe Biden's the one catastrophizing now, right? Because the last thing he seems to want is taking the initiative to do something new in Washington. The American people are way ahead of us up here. They know that we must get on with doing something new. Frankly, every one of you out there in the media, you know that we must get on to doing something. It must be terribly boring to watch, boring and terrifying at the same time, to watch the same thing happening in Washington every year, wait for the inevitable omnibus, with a massive increase in the deficit, more woke and weaponized government, nothing ever changing. And you know we're heading towards some crash site, as Warren Davidson is fond of saying. You know that to be true. Well, the only way that's going to change is if someone takes the initiative. And that's what we've done. Just one example. How much does the censorship laundering complex that the government is running, how much does that cost? It's not just in the Foreign Influence Task Force at the FBI. It's not just in the Department of Homeland Security and CISA. It's not only at the Global Engagement Center at the State Department. How much does all of that cost? It's in the Defense Department. It's in the ODNI and the CIA. It's across the federal enterprise. How much does that cost the American taxpayer to fund the censorship of its people? That's what we're talking about when we say shrink Washington, grow America. Thank you to the senators for inviting us over. And I'm sorry, I'm supposed to introduce.
Hello, friends. Happy Monday to all of you. A big day is coming up for thousands of Americans. It's expected that many eligible Americans will see a direct deposit of up to $1,000 tomorrow. These new programs have been approved and are aimed at helping Americans with housing expenses. Dear friends, I will be going over all of these details, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. When the crisis struck and lockdowns ensued, Americans found themselves with more time than ever to focus on their living environments. And as a result, home remodeling in the United States had spiked. Annual spending on improvements and repairs to owner-occupied and rental properties between 2019 and 2021 grew by 23% to $495 billion. But housing affordability is at the lowest level in history. Many millennials were able to buy their first home before or during the crisis home buying boom. But many others were priced out of home ownership and forced to keep renting. But friends, there is some relief on the way to some homeowners. According to New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, residents who signed up for direct deposit when applying for the Anchor Tax Relief Program may see their payments as soon as tomorrow. Paper checks will begin to be mailed out during the first week of April. The Anchor program is an update of the previous Homestead Benefit Property Tax Relief Program. Governor Murphy announced the program during his 2023 budget address. He announced last month that he intends to continue the program next year and the year after that. More than 800,000 New Jersey taxpayers opted for the direct deposit of their Anchor rebate payments. Now more than 1.7 million New Jersey residents applied for the Anchor rebate program, including 1.25 million homeowners and over 515,000 renters. Most of the payments will be issued before May 3, 2023, though applications that need additional information may take more time to finalize. All eligible homeowners with incomes of up to $150,000 a year will receive $1,500, and those who earn between $150,000 to $250,000 a year will receive a $1,000 check. Renters with incomes of up to $150,000 annually will be eligible to receive a $450 payment. Now, friends, President Biden's student loan forgiveness program faces a new obstacle from Senate Republicans, even before the U.S. Supreme Court rules on whether it can be implemented. Today, Republican Senators Bill Cassidy, Joni Ernst, and John Cornyn, along with 36 other GOP senators, introduced a resolution to overturn Biden's debt relief program. The measure would also end the crisis-related pause on federal student loan payments, which has been in place since March 2020 and is set to expire this coming summer. Biden would likely veto the resolution if it succeeds in both the Senate and House, but votes would force members of his own party, who have not all been in support of the student loan forgiveness program, to take a public stance. The program is currently blocked. The Supreme Court is expected to issue its ruling in late June or early July. The Republican senators introduced the resolution using the Congressional Review Act, which allows Congress to roll back regulations from the executive branch without needing to clear the 60-vote threshold in the Senate that's necessary for most legislation. It was unclear whether the Congressional Review Act would apply to Biden's student loan forgiveness program until the Government Accountability Office made a determination on the matter earlier this month. President Biden issued his first veto last week concerning a retirement investment resolution, which was also brought under the Congressional Review Act. While many key Democratic lawmakers have urged Biden to cancel some federal student loan debt, not every member of his party has been supportive. Senate Democrat Joe Manchin has previously called Biden's student loan forgiveness program excessive. Biden's one-time student debt forgiveness program is estimated to cost $400 billion over time. Individual borrowers who made less than $125,000 a year in either 2020 or 2021, and married couples or heads of households who made less than $250,000 a year may see up to $10,000 of their federal student loan debt forgiven. So if a qualifying borrower also received a federal Pell Grant while enrolled in college, the individual is eligible for up to $20,000 of debt forgiveness. Pell Grants are awarded to students from very low-income families who are more likely to struggle paying back their student loans. While the debt relief would help borrowers with student loans now, the program would not change the cost of college in the future, and some critics argue that could even lead to an increase in tuition. So, dear friends, What are your thoughts about forgiving student loans? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my beautiful and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community and for watching my videos. To show my appreciation and to say thank you, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways.